Alright, so what's good, guys? I'm here today to give my opinion on the new Guilty Gear Strive closed beta test. Yeah, I got in. I think a good amount of people got in. It was like a 50-50 from the people that I know that actually got into this thing. But yeah, I'm really just trying to, share my thoughts about this. I have a couple thoughts I haven't really heard a lot of people, say about the game yet. And of course, what, let me just get the stuff out of the way that is just a lot more obvious for everybody else. So, in terms of, I'll say for pros first. So, first off, the graphics in this game, well, I don't really have to say anything about that. Like, the character models look good. What I really want to put emphasis on is how good the character redesigns are. Like, I really like how Chip looks in this game. Although, like, I think it just is a good just progression from his character. I also really like Faust's design as well. Faust has a really, like, they gave him a lot more of a creepy look in this game. It gives them a little bit more a different feel. I don't know how they're gonna explain this in the story because he's a lot more of a cheery person. If you played Guilty Gear XR Rev 2, yeah, I swear he's a lot more of a cheerful person. So I'd say Soul Bad Guy's redesign is also pretty good. Like, he basically just looks like how he does in XR, but his XR design was good. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I really like. I think all the redesigns are really good. I think they're really good. Like, they even made Axel. Like, before I didn't really like Axel's design. I don't know what was about it. It just did not look very good. But Axel's design in this game is actually really good. Kai's design in this game so much better than XR. Like, I don't know what was up with him in XR. I don't know. He just didn't look. He didn't look right. I don't know what was about it. They basically just reverted his character design back to XX. And yeah, I am a fan of Potemkin. Looks like Potemkin. May looks a bit older, which is pretty cool. May's design was never really bad to begin with, but I like the redesign, making it look like time has passed. She's gotten a little bit older, so I think that is good. I'm really excited to see what they do with the rest of the characters in this game. What else? Okay, I think that's all I could say about the graphics. Another thing about the visuals, I guess this might be a little bit of a con. I know you hear it, like, you heard it from everybody, but like, yeah, the whole menu and everything, like the UI for the menu. I'm not gonna talk about the game UI. I'm gonna get to that later. But like, just UI for the it's really good. It's like, in terms of readability, like, it's really good in terms of that. But the problem is, it just doesn't, like, it has no style to it. It, like, Guilty Gear, it's a franchise you'd always come to when you want like a nice style with it, and like, it had that nice rock element, like a really like metal. Like, it had like a really like more like edgy type of style, and it doesn't really. I just find when you look at gameplay for the game, it just doesn't work. So, on the end screen of these games, it's usually a lot different. I like how before they used to have like a character quote. They would have something that makes you really feel like it's like a universe, it's a connecting story. It doesn't really have that in this game. It's more of, but I think they're gonna be adding that later, because like right now they just give like generic quotes, like Chip all the time. He says like, "Go be a ninja," and I think I'd rather have some like some sort of character interaction. I like that from XR. They had like a good amount of character interaction. Like, they'd have them say something as they're exiting, and then in like the last bit they'd have like, they also with the guitar solo when they're exiting. That was also cool. Like, they had that for the outro, and then they had the character quote at the end. I missed the character quote at the end. Now they just show you that what they have in replace of that is this thing right here that shows you how good you've played in terms of your defense, your technique, your offense, your heart. I don't know what heart means, but I could get offense and defense. But yeah, I think this is a cool idea, but I think they should also having the win quote. I kind of missed the win quote. And also, this in general just doesn't really feel too much like Guilty Gear. It feels a lot more modern, and I see that they're trying to get to a general audience for this one. But I do like wish that, although I think it's good that they want to get a more general audience so that more people will play the game. I do think that they should really just do something about this This is a problem, man. This right here is a problem. What is this? You just show someone this. No one would think this is from a Guilty Gear game. This looks more like some Street Fighter 5 stuff. I don't know. So anyways, yeah, I think they should do that. Just the menu in general, I like the layout. I just think they should add more stuff. All right, you know what? Okay, now I'm gonna just get this over with. The lobby system, you know, we've been talking about it for ages now. It's just, yeah, it's not good, but like, I do like that they're trying to get new stuff. Like I applaud Arc System Works for trying something new, but this right here, it needs to change. Like, the old lobby system was pretty good, but like, I do understand why like Arc System Works wants to change it, because I think some people don't touch on this, but like, if you try to go to any, like, nobody uses Guilty Gear lobbies anymore. Like, I think Arc System Works is trying to get a lobby system that's more interactive with people, like, you know, how like, you had the swords and everything, because I guess although a lot of people really liked the old lobby system, no one really used it. So I could see why they would want to change it and also like improve on it, but I don't think this is the right direction. For me, I had a pretty cool idea that I put in my. I said that what they could do is that make it like a really like more open area. Make it kind of like a bit more open area. I think the area is a lot more cluttered. Say, in my survey, you challenge someone, and like, I know a lot of issues with lobbies is that a lot of people are just in the lobby. Like, a lot of times when everyone has a match, let's say, for example, like the arcade system things, you have to wait till someone gets off the arcade system. I guess no, they do have stuff to, like, you know, help that out. But I think a cool thing that would make it a bit more interactive with people and make it better is that, like, for the ranking system thing, is that if you were able to, I guess, challenge the winner of that, like, another person could come in after they beat someone, maybe be it or arcade system, sword fighting. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna lay it out. The arcade systems was fine, but but yeah, you beat someone, and then like another person could come in and challenge you, and then if they win, they get like double of the, I guess, the reward. I guess some people might be able to exploit this, but I guess you could also have like defined ways, because let's say not the same person could challenge you twice or something. Maybe have like some sort of mode where it's like a kind of like a King of the Hill thing. Okay, now my final point, you know, the gameplay. First off, I'm gonna start by saying Soul is absolutely busted. He can just combo anything into anything, and it's pretty fun at first. But yeah, I do think they should kind of tone down in terms of some of the stuff he could combo into. Like, he could combo it like Fafnir into Fafnir into Fafnir. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know what the developers would think. They heard people that were like, oh, yo, Guilty Gear Strive has no combos. So they're like, oh, yo, no combos? No combos? Alright, yo, I'll show you combos. Just combo anything to anything. And god damn. I think probably the character I had most fun with in this game was probably Chip. Although they took out the teleport, which was one of my favorite, you know, moves from Xrd, and what kind of got me into the character Chip. I think, oh damn, the notification. But yeah, I think it actually is a really cool thing. Like, I think Chip they added stuff like the wall run mechanic. Although they took out the teleport, they added some new mechanics and stuff, and they actually made it so up to the point where you would want to play this character, this version of the character, over the Xrd version of the character for certain reasons. I think overall that they would just, like, if they listen to the feedback that they get on the survey, and they could actually make it a really good game, I think it could be really fun. It could get new people into Guilty Gear. And yeah, I'm actually still pretty excited for the game, just for the fact that they're trying to like do some new stuff. I know some people just really want Xrd Rev 3, but honestly, I'm a person that thinks that like there's not really much else they could do with Xrd other than just add new characters. I think the game is like perfect in its lane. I think it did what it did perfectly. So at this point, I want to see them do something new instead of just doing the same thing. Like, yes, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But I do think, like, at least I just like the direction that they're going. Well, in terms of trying new things, but I also don't like, you know, some of the things that they're doing, like, you know, the overall look other than the actual game itself. Like, the look of stuff around the game is, you know, a little bit iffy. But yeah, I do have faith that this will actually turn out to be a pretty good game, because they're actually been listening to feedback and stuff. So I do think this is going to be pretty good. I think that is basically all that I'm trying to say. I don't think I missed anything. That's basically it, yeah. So anyways, if you like this and you want to see more videos like this, just subscribe to the channel. I'm probably going to be starting a new series where I be talking about a whole bunch of games netcode. I'm going to be going, it's going to be pretty funny. It's going to be kind of like in terms of like comedy and type of stuff, and it'll just be a pretty funny series to do. I'm also going to be trying to live stream and do stuff like that. I don't know whether to live stream on YouTube or Twitch, but I'm going to find that out soon. And yeah, I think that is all.